Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is October 31st, 2022. Happy Halloween. So, Richard M. Allen has been charged. The charge is murder, and he has pled not guilty. And they have already set a trial date for January 2023. Pretty crazy. Now there'll be a status hearing coming up, and in a unanticipated move, they have sealed all the information, so we don't get the arrest warrant right now. Um, it's still up in the air about whether or not they will go ahead and try to get an indictment, or if they will have to do a probable cause hearing. We've been through those before. The Barry Morphew case had a probable cause hearing. And I'm going to say this from my own experience. So people were really freaked out about the whole Barry Morphew hidden, documents um, and so, they were just playing it all really close to the vest and hiding it, and people were freaking out. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna load up and I'm gonna go up to Colorado, and I'm gonna watch the probable cause hearing and find out what the storyline is, what the facts here that they're so intent on protecting. My belief is that they were protecting the kids. That's what I thought. I thought they were protecting the two daughters, perhaps. Um, no. In fact, after the probable cause hearing, people were just sort of like, what? Why did you do this? There was not anything in there that was, other than perhaps the boyfriend and his family, that, that could have been part motivation. But ultimately, the information was released. It was a nothing burger, and there was really no reason to hide the facts to begin with. Now, I think the situation with Abby and Libby is dramatically different. I think we already have suggestions, hints leaked information that the murders were unusual. They seemed to serve some sort of purpose. Now those are my words, not anybody else's I've heard. But when I say they seem to serve some sort of a purpose, I mean that there would have been premeditation involved, that they were chosen, that it was them specifically. And I don't mean that it was them specifically because they were involved with something nefarious, but that the killer had a plan. And so I think a lot about that, and I think a lot about another case that I'm working on out of Georgia, where I'm in contact with investigators. And I I think the reason for I have this feeling that the reason that they have all the information locked down and sealed is related to this pedophile ring. I kind of think that's where I think it's related to. Now that we've been hearing for the past 5 years rumor that that someone, how do I characterize this? Someone uh, suggested to Carroll County that the murders of Libby and Abby, that they were recorded, that there was a recording made of what happened. Um, we, I mean, we pretty well have been told that that the bodies were staged. Um, they have come out and admitted that they believe that there was some type of a trophy, some type of memento, something to memorialize either Abby and Libby or the act itself. Um, so I, nobody knows. Anybody who says they know why the affidavit, not the affidavit, the charging documents. Anybody that says they know why the charging documents are sealed, they're not telling you the truth. That this group of investigators has kept this thing on lockdown so tight. Even the little bit of information that is supposedly being leaked by someone in the know, you just sit back and think, no, this doesn't look right. This looks like somebody that's trying to start a rumor, trying to, get people talking. So I don't hide that it wasn't just an ambush killing. I don't think it was even I don't even think it was a killing for like a serial killer kind of thrill killing. I it how does one person control two athletes? Right? Both of these girls were athletes. They were agile, they were strong. Much more effective at moving than a 50-year-old man. So I don't know. I something tells me that there's more coming. I think there's probably going to be more arrests. I know that what's going on with the case in Georgia, they got that guy on lockdown too. They got him on lockdown. The information is really, really super controlled. They asked me for a long time not to talk about how he came onto their radar. And then they, ended up telling me not long ago that I could go ahead and put out the information related to the wife seeing the pornography up on the television screen. So, and then she called it in. So, I just think there's some big things happening that may all be interconnected on some level. Not obviously not all of the cases. That's not what I'm saying, not a bit. But there's some real specific things related to this guy, Richard Allen, and Joshua Allwine. There's some parallels that matter. For example, if we how do I want to say this? Hold on, let me think. Okay, I want to say it this way. Richard Allen has connections to Georgia, to the same area as Joshua Allwine, where Joshua Allwine lives. So, we'll see. We'll see what they're doing. I think that psychologically manipulated because they were so young and probably frightened. Yeah. Some people have made some comments that Richard Allen's daughter appears to be similar in appearance to Libby. So there's that. I'm going to tell you the main thing that hangs over my head right now that I can't shake. I just can't shake the fact that Kathy Allen didn't know. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? Those of you that go to BBT's channel and listens, with everybody else. We can listen to multiple days, multiple times of recordings of BBT's voice. Some very low quality, some very high quality, whatnot. And we can tell that it's her. You can tell which voices are hers and which are not, right? You can hear it. Our brains are miraculous. I don't believe that Kathy Allen could hear that recording down the hill and not know that that wasn't her husband. I don't believe it. She knew. Now, was she in denial? Yeah, absolutely. Denial is a very real thing. Absolutely real. So, so I don't know. This is going to be a hard one, y'all. This guy's working at CVS right there in Delphi. Nobody, no one made the connection. It's so hard to believe. It almost, I personally think he does walk like Rich Guy. He walks like Barry Morphew. I kind of laughed when I saw the recording of him walking across the yard, because I said to myself, there's the limp. So we weren't wrong about the limp. We all saw it. But it's just kind of eerie weird that they have the same body type and whatnot. Now this guy's a lot shorter than Barry Morphew. um but I don't know. It's Is it possible that down the hill was not said by the guy that's walking on the bridge? Maybe there was another guy there. And I think that in some ways, that the investigators kind of alluded to that, because they said, if you have tips even related to another perpetrator, please call them in. So it kind of made you think there's more people out there. Now, my understanding is that is the primary reason that affidavits or charging documents will be sealed, is if they're actually going after like a group of people instead of just like one perpetrator. If it's like a conspiracy to commit murder, or it's a crime ring or a syndicate or whatever, then they'll hide the arrest until they can round up the other people that were involved. So is that what is happening here? Is there somebody else that was involved and they have not yet been able to find them? I don't know. Maybe that's why they made the arrest on Friday and we didn't get a press conference till today. Maybe they thought they had the weekend to catch the guy. And they didn't. And that's another reason why maybe they could have kept it silent, right? Plunder is one of our YouTube creators, a true crime creator, Ruse Pause. Why are you asking about Plunder? She's a great creator. She's well loved. Yeah, Kathy, that's exactly what. Yes, yes, Kathy. I think that is what is happening. Yeah. What about Plunder? Y'all tell me. Why are y'all talking about Plunder? Oh, was somebody in here telling y'all to go to Plunder's channel? Yeah, absolutely, Cinnamon. I think Keegan Klein is a absolute big part of this. Yes, and I think Tony Klein is too. Yeah, I agree, Bev. Hey, Debbie. Go back to sleep. They didn't release any information. It was pretty disappointing. Oh, okay. So Caldonia brought up Plunder. Okay. All right. I believe the evidence was found in the river. Yeah, I think definitely what I think that Keegan Klein told them that he could maybe they got Keegan Klein and they thought they were going to pin it on Keegan. And I think it scared him. And he said, you know what? I'll admit to the pornography. I'll never admit to the murders. And I know who did it. Right. And if it was done for the snuff film for cash, if that's why it was done, then this could end up being a lot of people that end up getting arrested. Remember, during the press conference, he says, if you were associated with these murders in any way, we're coming for you. So yeah, I think there may be a lot of people out there that are freaking out right now that maybe they didn't actually do it, but maybe they purchased the film or whatever. So, all right, people, that is it. I hope you guys I know, let me just say this one last thing. Again, the literature will tell you that the primary reason to seal your charging documents is when you are trying to arrest many people that would have been involved in like a conspiratorial type situation or syndicated crime type setting. When you're trying to arrest multiple people in multiple locations and you don't want them to tip one another off, right? That's the traditional route for why you would want to hide your charging documents. I think based on what we know about Tony Klein and Keegan Klein, what I believe may be the involvement of the guy in Georgia, and I think there's some other people that think that's a real possibility as well, then they're looking for other arrests, y'all. So try not to get frustrated and angry that they didn't release any information. They may be actually going after other people. So we kind of have to, you got to admit, after 5 years and they make this arrest, it's a great thing, right? So maybe they've earned more of our trust and given them a little bit more time to get it all together. So, all right, people, you guys have a wonderful day. I know there's going to be a lot of people going live. I'm going to assume everybody's probably headed to Gray's to listen. And we may, Becky and Mike Patty may decide, Kelsey may decide to come out and make a statement. But they even said that they didn't even tell the parents, the family members, any information about what led to the arrest. But I think we can all be comfortable knowing that something came out of the Wabash River that was enough to make the prosecutor say, yes, we can arrest Richard Allen. So there you go. All right, people, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Happy Halloween.